you all have requested this video so much over the years because I've done, I think, 1 or 2 versions of this, 5 makeup looks for work, but it's been a minute since I've done them and you guys keep asking for some more. But basically the premise of this video is for me just to give you quick and easy makeup looks that are completely different, so you have different options for every day of the week. And I tried to use product where you only have 1 or 2 items for the eye, so that way you don't need a ton of product, you don't need a ton of brushes, but yet you come up with completely different looks that are very quick for work. So let's get started on look number 1. So for our first look, I'm going to do just a pop of color in the inner corner. Now for all of these looks, guys, I'm not going to do foundation or blush or highlight just because I wear the same from day to day. And I'll list below what I'm wearing just so you guys have that. So what I'm going to do is take one of the Power Pigments. Yes, you can wear these to work. Yes, you can. I'm gonna show you how. So don't look at me with that side eye being like, what if she lost her dang mind? I can't wear those to work. You can. Take just a small dome brush like this. We're gonna go in with a yellow color, and you can honestly do any bright color that you want. This is actually inspired from Kylie Jenner because she did that look like, it's been a few months now. And it's a good way to wear just a pop of color in the inner corner, and you could do teal, pink, purple, whatever you want. But yellow's kind of fun just because it's bright and it's summery. Hoping it turns into summer soon as I'm sitting here looking at snow. So you guys can do a matte color, a shimmer, it doesn't matter. Honestly, just a pop of a bright color and that will be fun. So now I'm gonna take some tape and do the winged liner part. And it's up to you if you wanna use a liquid liner, a gel, or if you just wanna use a shadow. It honestly depends on how strong you want the liner. So what I'm going to do is just put the tape down, line it up with my lower lash line, have it come past the brow. So that's kind of the shape that we want. And then if you guys want to use shadow, you can just go in with a black shadow. I'm gonna use Corrupt here because it's super, super dark. And just take a really tiny brush like this, the smallest brush that you have, and all I'm gonna do is run it across the tape. And I'm gonna stop it where my crease is. You can go out further if you want it to be super dramatic, but I wanna try to still keep it wearable for work, so that's why I'm just stopping right there. And then literally just connect it to your lash line. Okay, so now that I have the shadow done, I don't know if you guys can see that tape, how I did like a triangle, so it looks kind of like a sideways triangle there. That's kind of the shape that you want. So then what you could do is just pull off that tape, and it gives you a really crisp line like that. So let me just put on my mascara and then I'll show you what lip we're gonna do. Okay, now for the lips, you guys can do a neutral lip if you want. I'm gonna do a deep plum one just because I feel like the eyes, yes, I know there's a pop of bright color in the inner corner, but other than that, it's a pretty simple eye look. So I'm going to do this color right here. It's a Makeup Geek lipstick in Witty. It's like a nice deep plum color, and it's up to you if you want to line the lips. I have the MAC liner in Cyber World, which is pretty dark, but I'm just going to do a light feathering just to have a base for the lipstick. Okay, now you can fill in the lips with the lip color. And there we go for that one. A nice, very simple look. And again, if you feel like this is too dramatic, you can always tone down the lip a little bit, but the whole idea is just a little pop in the inner corner. So let's go going on look number 2. Okay, so for look number 2, we're gonna do all peachy colors, and this is kind of the palette I put together. We're not even gonna use all of these necessarily, but the main thing that you want is a nice true peach color. This is Tuscan Sun, and then Whimsical Foiled Shadow I'm gonna put on the center, and if you need something in the crease, just anything that's neutral, I have Creme Brulee right there, and then if you want to darken the lash line, a dark brown, but obviously, we really just need the peach. So I'm going to take just a kind of dome brush like this one, just nice and soft. I was wearing that shirt earlier and there's black stuff all over from my shirt. It was like pretty much shedding everywhere. So if you see black specks, that's what it is. Okay, so take Tuscan Sun and we're just going to put this all over the lid and blend this in the crease. Is that right, lady? Yeah. Put this all over the lid. We're basically doing a soft peach smoky eye, just like that. Okay, now that that stuff's done, I actually am not going to use creme brulee. I don't really need it because all I did was blended the peach shadow even slightly above the crease. And what I do is I just keep the dry brush and keep blending it upwards. You can even go up to the brow bone if you want the color to go that far. And then all you have to do is switch to a small brush. This is the Makeup Geek Outer V brush. Same color, go in with Tuscan Sun. And we're going to smudge this under here. If you guys want to darken the lash line, you can. This is where that dark brown comes in handy. You can just take kind of a smudger brush like this and go in with Americano or just any sort of dark brown. And what you can do is, I'm just gonna do it on the lower lash line. I'm gonna stay really close to that lashes and just darken it a little bit. Steps optional depending on how much time you have for work. Okay, so once you get that step done, then all you have to do is take a foiled eyeshadow brush, just something flat like this one. I'm gonna go in with Whimsical, and it's a really icy pink color. And all I'm gonna do is pop this on the center of the lid. You can use your finger too if you guys want, but I'm gonna use a brush. And just put it on the center of the lid. Just pop it in the center. Do you see how that pop on that lid? It's super fast, super easy, but do you see how it kind of brightens my eyes? This look is preferred for Monday when we're tired and we don't want to go to work. Be like, oh, we're going to pretend that we're awake, but we're not. Touch up that peach just a little bit on the outer corner. It's just basically a really easy halo eye is all it is. Okay, so once that center part is done, you can put your mascara on. If you have time in the morning to do false lashes, you could slap those on as well. Now for the lip, I'm gonna keep it easy too. I'm gonna do the Makeup Geek Cream Stain and Foxtrot. This is available at Target. Hi, Target! Makeup Geek has launched in Target. I don't know if you guys all know that now. It's not every single Target, it's many of them. So we'll have, I'll try to link below the list for that so you guys can check that out too. I'm gonna stop blabbing and apply this lip color. But I love a nice monotone peach on peach. It's my favorite color to wear. It's perfect for spring. Okay, so that completes our look number 2. This one's my personal favorite because I love peach and I just think it's nice and beautiful and soft and wearable. So let's get on to work look number 3. So for the third makeup look, I want the focus to all be about lashes and lips because sometimes we just, ain't nobody got time for work to do eyeshadow and lashes and contouring and blush and the whole thing. And so that's why I want to simplify it today. So sometimes you don't have to just apply eyeshadow. You can focus on something else. So we're going to do lips and lashes. So the ones that I'm going to use are the Makeup Geek Graceful ones. They're very flirty, very fun. I feel like out of all the ones that we sell, these are the most natural for work. So that's the ones I'm going to use. So I have some prepped already. But what you want to do is hold them up to your eye and measure them. So for me, I already trimmed these. But generally, lashes can be a little bit longer. And so if you're going to trim them, take them and a little pair of scissors and just cut off the outer edge. Don't cut the inner edge because that's shorter. You want to keep it short. Cut off the outer edge to be the length that you need. And then what I like to do is just take it and kind of wrap it around my pinky to keep that curved shape because sometimes they can straighten out and then the corners will pop off when you do the glue. So once you do that step, you're going to take it and apply some glue. Today I'm going to use the Duo Lash Glue. And all I'm going to do, I like getting the dark one. And I'm just going to put a little bit on the base of the lashes. The key with this, honestly, is patience, you guys. All of my family is laughing their butts off right now because they're like, we know Marlena has no patience. Like, yes, I don't. I hate doing lashes for that reason. So anyways, we're going to let these sit for about a minute or so. You'll see the glue start to change colors. It'll get a little darker. That's when you know it's ready. So as my lashes are sitting, chilling with their glue on, what I like to do is prep my lips. And I just take any sort of facial oil. You can use lip balm, whatever you feel like hydrates your lips. For me, I like the oil because they're like really dry. And I've been flying a lot. I'm always flying. I feel like I should have stock in some airline companies at this point, but I always get so dry my lips and everything when I fly so much. Okay, enough talking on that. Let the lips marinate in that oil while we put these lashes on. So the key is to take some tweezers and you're going to hold them at the center of the lash right at the base. Do you see where I'm grabbing those bad boys? Right there is the key sweet spot of how to put these on. So you're going to come in at an angle like this and put them right at the base of your natural lashes. Set it down. Take the outer corner. Put that down on the base of the lash line. And then grab the inner corner, same thing, kind of press it on there. And then I flip the tweezers around and I press it down so that glue sets right on my lash line. Just like that. So now that I have the lashes set, I'm just gonna kind of let them chill and hang out a little bit while I do the lips, now that my lips are kind of hydrated. So I'm gonna apply a liquid lip. This is the Makeup Geek Showstopper in the color Mambo. It's just a nice deep pink color, which I love. So I'm gonna put a layer of that down. So let it set. And if you wanna leave that lip color as is, you can. I like to add a little bit of depth, so I'm just gonna put a little bit of the Plush Matte and Chatterbox on top of it, just for some dimension. You see how it makes it look kind of richer when you layer lip colors on top of each other? Okay, so then that the lips are done, now we can apply our mascara. I'm gonna use the L'Oreal Carbon Black Voluminous one. It's the one I always go to, you guys. If you see me applying mascara, it's gonna be this one. It's inexpensive, it works great. So I'm gonna put some on my real lashes to kind of blend them in. I like to wait to do this until the glue has set a little bit. And then make sure to do the bottom lashes. You guys get to see my ugly face right now. If you guys want to, you can always apply a little bit of liquid lighter to the top, but for me, when I'm in a hurry, and especially if I want to do the lashes well and not be stressed out about my time, I just do that and the lips. So this is kind of the complete look. I know it's super simple, but it goes to show that you don't have to wear eyeshadow in your makeup routine for work. So let's go on to look number 4. So for this look, I'm going to do kind of a cut crease, but I want it to be very quick. So I'm only going to use a few shadows for this one, even though I'm doing a little bit more of a detailed technique. So what I'm going to use is one of the quads that's available at Target. This is called Infatuation. It has some classic Makeup Geek shades in there, including my personal favorite, Grandstand. You guys know that's my favorite shadow I've ever made with Makeup Geek is Grandstand. It's so beautiful. Let me swatch it for you. It's this foiled shadow. That's just a rose goldy tone. I know it's a traditional shadow. I know it's been around forever, but I still love it, so I'm still gonna use it for tutorials. So I'm gonna take just a kind of dome brush like that. I'm gonna go in with Aphrodite, which is a deep plumish brown color. And I'm going to, I know I have lashes on from the last look. I didn't feel like ripping them off and putting them back on, so we'll blend around it. These are the Graceful lashes from Makeup Geek. So what I'm going to do, kind of do the color about 2/3 of the way in. I know it's gonna look really dark right now, but give me a minute with it. Let me blend it out. So start like that. We're just gonna be on the outer corner and then come into the crease. If you guys hear a little crunching sound, that is Lexi chewing on her little bone. Okay, so that is the initial shape that we're gonna start with. I'm gonna take that same brush, wipe it off. Now we're gonna go in with Frappe. And that's kind of a medium tannish color. So we're gonna take that next and just put it above Aphrodite, right up here. Super easy. If you guys don't have time to do the cut crease, you can honestly just do this step and go. Do you see how easy it was? It already looks like a really beautiful look just because of how we placed the color and how we blended it out with this brush. So just do that. You can go as high as you want. You can go up to the brow bone if you want, or you can leave a little space there. Totally up to you. I'm just blending this out. Okay, now to do the cut crease part, I'm not really gonna cut it a lot because I wanna keep this out here. I'm just gonna kind of whiten the base right here. I'm just gonna take any sort of liquid concealer. This is the Tarte Shape Tape one. I put a little bit on the back of my hand, just like that. And then what I do is I take a really flat kind of lip brush like this. This is an old one, an old Makeup Geek one that's, geez, this is like 10 years old. Just a little flat lip brush like that. Take some of that concealer and we're just going to put it on the lid and just kind of carve out in here. So after you put that concealer down, you can go back in with that brush and a little bit more Aphrodite if you need to kind of touch it up. And it's up to you guys if you want there to be a blend of shadow out here. But do you see how this technique is so easy to use with literally just a couple shadows? I didn't even touch the rest of them. I may not even have to use Grandstand in there, but it's up to you guys if you want it to be matte finish or not and how much time you have. I think if you want to stop there, you can. I'm gonna probably darken under the lower lash line a little bit. So just go in with an outer V brush like this and take Aphrodite. I like adding a little bit of color under the lower lash line as well, just to smoke it out a bit. Because I feel like if it's so dark and heavy on top, I like to have a balanced look for work. So I like putting color down here too. So put some of that under there. And then you're gonna wipe off the brush really well, and then we're gonna go in with Frappe, the brownish color, and blend out underneath. So now that this part's done, I'm actually thinking, you guys, I don't need to put on more than a couple shadows. I'm really liking how this turned out. So I'm sorry, Grandstand, I'm not gonna use you today. This makes the time easier when you put on your makeup in the morning. All right, we're going to put on a pink lipstick. This is the Makeup Geek one in Proper. I'm gonna apply this one because it's just a nice pink, but it's a cool tone pink. So I tend to always do warm looks, but I kind of want to get towards the cool tones because I know that could be flattering more for some people than others. So that is the Proper lipstick, but because the eyes are all matte, I want to do a glossy lip to balance it out a little bit so my whole face just isn't complete matte, unless I go put a little bit more highlighter on, which I can. That could be kind of the shining part, but I think I want to do a gloss because I love gloss. This is the NYX Butter Gloss in Tiramisu. Makeup Geek has the healing lip glazes that you can use too, but honestly, I don't know where my set is. It's in one of my purses somewhere, so I'm going to use this one, but any gloss will work. So just want like a nice kind of nudish pink color to put on top, just to kind of hydrate the lips, give them some shine, make them look fuller. Just like that. I really like how this look turned out. It turned out better than I was expecting. So this is look number 4. Let's go into our final look. Now for the final makeup look, this one is super easy. It's kind of doing that brown smoky eye that I did in look 2, but we're gonna apply, we're kind of turning it a little bit into a halo eye by applying a pigment on top. So for this one, honestly, all you need are 2 makeup products. You need a purple shadow. This is Makeup Geek Curfew, and then the pigment Sugar Rush. I wanted to show you guys what it looks like on top of each other. The thing I love about pigments, and I know we get intimidated about it, especially for work, because it's like, oh, I don't want to deal with the mess, but it's so easy, and I'll show you how. So if you do kind of any sort of smoky eye with a color, and you take any pigment, especially a duochrome one, so Sugar Rush is a duochrome that has it looks like white in the container, but it actually shifts purple, blue, pink, and white. It's really interesting. But do you see how it totally transformed that shadow? So I love using these for work because it can look like a multicolorful blended out look, but I literally just used 2 products. So that's why I'm gonna do this one. So enough of that blabbing. Take any sort of kind of dome brush like this. We're just gonna do that same technique of just smoking out the eye with that purple. So I'm taking Curfew. And I'm just going to buff this all over the lid. It doesn't even have to be perfect. We just kind of want a wash of color all over that. Focus mostly on the lid. And then as you come up to the crease, start blending it with what's left on the brush, slightly upward. Okay, now for the lower lash line, you can take kind of a dome-shaped brush like this, just a very small one, an outer V brush, a pencil brush, something that's small and dome, and go in with that same shadow. We can kind of smoke out the lower lash line if you want as well. Make sure you blend out here a little bit because that's the area we tend to miss. So now that that's all smoked out, 1 shadow, just 2 brushes, now you can go in with that pigment and you can actually apply it with your fingers. So I have the hole in there for a reason, so you could dab your finger on it. What I like to do is take it, look how pretty that is. What? Isn't that gorgeous? So what I like to do is then take that and kind of put it on the center of the lid if you want. And there's other duochromes that we sell that you could literally blend with any shadows. I just want you guys to get the technique down of just buff out a shadow, super easy, super quick, and then put a pigment on top. If you feel like you need to blend it more, just take that brush, and kind of dust over it. Isn't that cool? It looks like a completely multicolored look by just honestly patting that on there. So then from there, what you can do is apply your mascara. I'm gonna slap those lashes back on, the Makeup Geek Graceful ones. So I'm gonna put those on and I'll show you what lip to do. Okay, so I put the lashes on. I know because it kind of pulls it together. Obviously, if you don't have time for work, just a good couple coats of mascara and you're good to go. But isn't that a cool look? I think this is probably my favorite because you literally just buff the shadow, put that pigment on, and it's just such a vibrant, really cool look. And if you guys don't like the purple, you want it to be more neutral, put that same pigment over like a pinkish brown or some sort of grayish color. It'll still be a beautiful effect. So for the lip, I'm gonna stick with the purple too. I'm gonna use the Makeup Geek Plush Cream in Old Soul. I like this one. Other than Jet Setter, you guys know Jet Setter is my favorite, but I like this one a lot because it's kind of a muted, purpley tinted lip. That is our 5th and final makeup look for work. So hopefully that was really fun for you all. I love doing these type of videos because it just gives you ideas of things to do that doesn't take a lot of time, a lot of product. It's just quick and ready to go out the door. So let me know what other type of makeup looks that you guys want to see. Post those in the comments below. But thanks you guys for watching and subscribing, and I will talk to you soon. Bye.